Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome back to my channel once again. It's been quite some time since I've loaded my previous video. Well, it's been more than a week and I feel like it's been so long. And today I have a chance, so I'm gonna do another video about the cost of living in Luang Prabang. As the 2024, the inflation in Laos is still increasing, it's not gonna stop anytime soon. So I'm gonna show you how expensive it gets. And for you as an outsider coming into Laos, bringing foreign currency, is it still a good value? We'll find that out. Anyway, by the way, I will show you my new place. So I just moved into this place like 2 weeks ago. On the other video, I'll show you the other place that I just moved in, which is by the Viving Village. Unfortunately, I moved out of that place and I got this one. So this area, this village, is a prime location for both local people and for expats, and everyone wants to live in this area. So in fact, I was trying to get this place since the beginning, but it's not always available. So before I moved in to that place, I did come here. I asked the person who lived here previously if he would continue on his rent or not, and he said he will extend his rent, and that's why I ended up paying for another one. And then just one day after I moved in to that place, he's like, you know what, I'm moving out. If you want to have this place, you just go to the landlord and pay for it. So I'm like, you know what, I'll do that. So I ended up renting 3 places within 1 month, but luckily the place that I lived previously by the Viving Village, my friend, taking over, and he paid some money back, and that's good. The first place, I ended up lost all my money. Well, I left deposit for like 4 million. That is equivalent of $200, and that's quite a lot for us as local people. Well, so this is what you need to know. If you want to rent a place in Laos, or you want to buy anything, if they ask you to leave some deposit, make sure that you leave as small amount as possible, because it's impossible to get it back if something goes wrong, or if you ended up changing your mind. Like in my case, when I called her and I tried to explain about a problem because it's too far from my new school and things like that, she just hung up her phone, so it just didn't work. Anyway, so I ended up getting this place and I'm so happy. It's close to town. It's very convenient to live here. I mean, it's near the market, not far from the airport, and it's close to everything. And here is how the front yard looks like. So this is 1-bedroom apartment. So there are Lao people as well as expat living here. So the room number 13 is Belgian, and then me, and then Lao, and then French Lao, and then French, and then the N1, the N bit, is from Australia. So if you want to know how much I pay for this one, well, it's about $450 per year, and that's 10 million kip, which is quite affordable considering the location and the size of the room. Let me show you. So right after you walked in, this is what you see, the small living room, which I converted into sleeping place for my niece when she comes over. Now she's living with my brother, so I'm alone. And this is my bedroom. Yeah, it's quite large for a single person, and what I need is the aircon because it's quite humid inside. And this is my fan. So yeah, I don't even have closets, so yeah. Yeah, this is the little kitchen, and like I said, I love cooking, so I got my fridge and a little place for cooking here, and I love it. And this is my bathroom, so it's quite lovely. I need to clean that mirror anyway. And this is my backyard. It's okay, it's quite messy, so I have to clean it up at some point, I think. So yeah, a place like in this area, if you want to rent a whole house, you expect to pay between 30 to 35 million kip the whole house, and it has at least 2 to 3 bedroom houses. Like for example, those 2 houses that are not yet finished, that one, if you see from here, the red roofs, that is already up for rent, and they asked for $1,500 per year. That's about 30 million kip. and it's empty house though. You have to bring in your furniture and everything, but it's a prime location like I said. So one is already taken and I think this one is still available. So you see, a place like this is still affordable. And however, for us as local people, as we earn money from Laos and spend it here, is expensive as is increasing. Let's say this room, it used to be 8 million last year and now it has gone up to 10 million. So it's 2 million kip more within 1 year because of the inflation. But if you have US dollar or Thai baht, it's still the same, you know. As you can see, it's quite long, you know, from room number 1 to number 13. And the owner of this property is one of the richest families in Luang Prabang, and they own like a lot of properties, and I think they're big real estate agents now. So at night time we close the gate and everyone has the key, you know, and it's so convenient. This also belongs to them as well, so that you see that conventional hall is also belong to the family. So they own everything in this area. So they decided to build these 2 houses. This one has taken, this one's still available. So if you thinking of coming to Luang Prabang and live here, this house costs $1,500 per year. And this one, the previous tenant had just moved out and is on rent now. I think they paid last year was 30 million kip, and now it has increased to 35 million kip, you see, and it has 3 bedrooms inside. So it's very quiet at night time. That's one of the reasons that many people want to live here. All right, I'm gonna take you to the local market that I always go get my veggies and fish and meats. So right here we have a little convenience store, and we have barber, it's like salon. Yeah, this is the landlord. You see, they have huge house, and I think you can count how many cars in there. 6, 7 cars. This is another barber. So convenient. Yeah, they also own this big construction company. And here is the market. Đôi sơn sẹp, our packet. So I need some carrots.
And some mushrooms.
Hả? Chưa biển thì gì? 83 มักเผ็ดหยัง
มักเผ็ดหยัง
อันน้ำซีอิ๊วน้ำตาลยังมีหมดอ่ะ
โดย
ก็มีละเมาเวเดย์
โอเค
ดูหม้อนี่นะสบายโอ้เนาะหม้อตลาดเด้อันยังเข้าทางไหนบ้างเนี่ย
Okay. So, this is the shortcut to my place. God, I should have known. Oh, okay. Here we are. You see how close it is. I just keep on taking the front gate one and walk on the right instead of taking left. So now I knew it. Then I'm gonna look for breakfast. It's almost 10 o'clock now. So I'm trying to avoid the main street, you know, all restaurants and bars in that area. Cafe, they're all expensive, so there's always some place that you can eat locally and it's a lot cheaper, and that's what I'm trying to do. I mean, what's the point, you know, to go to main street and eating exactly the same thing that you can find, you know, in a local area that costs like half time less than, you know, the main street. So that doesn't make any sense. So I just ordered myself a beef chicken noodle, and this one costs 40,000 kip, and it's this local area. Not really local, I mean it's in between. It's in this very busy intersection here. So on the main street you would pay up to between 50 to 70,000 kip for a bowl of noodle soup with chicken, and here I paid only like 40,000, where if you go to local area you would pay probably 25 to 30,000. So yeah, it's still very affordable. So 25-30,000 kip, that is about $1.50. However, if you eat, you know, on the main street, it would be between $2.50 to $3. It's a big difference. Nói máมังกรโลเท่าไหร่ก่อนเอาโลหนึ่ง I need dragon fruit. Looks good. ประมาณจักหน่วยเดียวโลหนึ่ง
ประมาณ2 หน่วย
2 หน่วย โอเค
เราสั่งเมื่อวันจะได้ดูอันนี้33พันเลยจะ30แล้วกันแล้ว
โอเคมะเขือเดียวโลเท่าไหร่เนี่ย
ตัวนี้30คือกันแต่ว่าตัวนั้นจะโล50
อ๋อมะม่วงเด้อ I think I'm gonna get mango. มาแล้วบ่
อันนี้40พันเอาเลยบ่พอดีทั้งหมด70พัน
โอเค
ใจ
You see, the mango used to be 25,000 for a kilo, and now it has gone up to 35. And the dragon fruit used to be, I think it used to pay 18,000 per kilo, and now it has gone up to 30. It's going to increase even more in the future, and this is very scary. But anyway, just live with it. You know, everything has increased except the salary, and that's the sad part about Laos. You know, the salary still remain the same. Like basic salary in Laos right now is like 1,300,000 kip. That's about $70, and I don't know how can you afford your life with that salary. That's why not many people want to work this day. I mean, the people are flocking to Thailand, and I don't blame them. So in town, if you walk on a main street, you will see a lot of signs, you know. They're looking for staff, and you know, they need people to work, and they offer like basic salary starting from 2.5 million, and still people don't want to work. But anyway, if you come into Laos with your dollars or other currency, then it's still the same. It's still quite affordable here. Like the basic meal, for example, I just had noodle there. It's like $2 for 40,000, and you can't even have it cheaper than that in a local area. Would be 25 to 30,000 kip. I saw this one just open. Let me just treat myself with some of this drink. Oh, music. Got the drink. I saw it on Facebook. Ooh, it's really good. Lots of milk in there. It's like milk tea. So this one cost me 32,000 kip. That's about $1.60. Okay, เข้าใจ Alright, so 2 kilo of chicken breast costs 130,000 kip, and that's how much in dollars? About $5.50 something. No, $6 actually. And by the way, I want to warn you is that the burning season is starting now. As you can see, the air quality is not as good as before, but it's still good to come now. By the end of this month, especially in mid-March to end of April, it's gonna be very, very bad. So in my opinion, I would recommend you to avoid those period of time. If you already booked your flight or your accommodation, you can always bring your mask. Should be fine if you're healthy. Alright, I hope that my video gives you some idea about how expensive Luang Prabang is. I mean, the food is not that expensive in my opinion. I mean, it's between $1.50 to $3. And the things that I find expensive is drink here in Luang Prabang. Let's say a large bottle of beer Laos costs you 45,000 kip in a bar, but if you get it from a grocery store or a shopping mall, then it's gonna be a lot cheaper. I mean, if you sit in the bar, like a glass of wine would cost you 80 to 100,000 kip. That's about $5. And beer Laos, like I said, 40 to 45,000 kip. That's about $2.50. Yeah, drink is more expensive here. And in terms of accommodation, if you stay in a hostel, you would expect to pay roughly between $3 to $10, depending on the area. I mean, there are plenty of hostels that you can pay as cheap as $3 to $5 as well, but there's a few that I know, cost $10 per night, and they're in a very good location, like in the center of town. So yeah, and you have a lot of options, like a lot of guest houses in town that you pay maybe $15, $20 and you get very nice room. So anyway, that's it for today's video, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for following me always and for watching my content. Bye bye.